I have great news to share with you today. A growing number of lawmakers are moving forward with new tax relief plans. Legislation has been recently proposed that would help many households save thousands of dollars every year. But some say this is enough, as a few sectors in the economy seek an increase in inflation. Please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways.
Mr. President, the reports are in, the results are clear. Americans are feeling better and better about where the economy is headed under President Biden and congressional Democratic leadership. When you pass an ambitious agenda like the ones Democrats have passed under President Biden, it can take some time for the effects to take hold. But now we're starting to see these benefits gain momentum. Americans are starting to notice. As a Washington Post headline read this week, falling inflation, rising growth gives the U.S. the world's best recovery. And American citizens have noticed. The University of Michigan showed that consumer sentiment surged by nearly 30% over the last 2 months, the biggest 2-month increase in over 30 years. And earlier this week, another survey by the Conference Board showed American consumers are more optimistic about the economy today than they have been in over 2 years. Let me say that again. According to a new survey by the Conference Board, very well respected, American consumers are more optimistic about the economy today than they've been over the past 2 years. The chief economist at the Conference Board credited the surge in consumer optimism to, quote, slower inflation and, quote, favorable employment conditions. Look, a year and a half ago when Democrats passed legislation investing in the American people, like the Inflation Reduction Act, the hard right predicted America would sink into recession. Instead, the opposite has happened. Jobs are up, the economy is up, wages are up, and inflation has cooled down. None of this happened on its own. It's a result of Democrats choosing to invest in infrastructure, invest in manufacturing and scientific innovation, lowering prescription drug costs, and more. We're seeing big progress across the country. 1 year ago this week, I stood with President Biden to announce historic investment in one of the most important infrastructure projects in the country, the Gateway Tunnel. And just this morning, we learned that manufacturing investment, something that had plagued America for quite a while, is near an all-time high, more than double its highest point during the previous administration. Look, Republicans know Democratic agenda is working. It's why so many Republicans of Congress are openly taking credit for our achievements. All over the country, you see Republicans bragging about projects and jobs that they actually voted against in Congress. The hard right knows they have no real agenda to tout. As one Texas congressman said on the House floor, I want Republicans to give me one thing, one, that I can go campaign on and say we did it. Unfortunately, his options, this Republican congressman, his options are slim because they don't have much to tell the American people about that they did that was good. Without real accomplishments on their own, the hard right is trying to take credit for the things Democrats are doing. It's laughable, and the American people, frankly, aren't falling for it. So make no mistake, we still have a long way to go to make our economy more productive. But Americans can rest assured that under President Biden and congressional Democrats, we are on the right track. I yield.
According to AAA, gas prices in the United States have once again risen after trending towards $3 a gallon for weeks. As of January 30th, the national average gas price was $3.12 per gallon, with 27 states having pump prices below $3. The decline in the average gasoline price since September has been over 70 cents per gallon, dropping from September's peak of $3.88. In a recent statement, AAA spokesperson Andrew Gross mentioned the national average for gas will likely maintain a glacial grind higher for the immediate future. According to Yahoo News, the last time the national average gas price fell below $3 was in May 2021. So after hovering around $3.07 in recent weeks, gasoline prices returned to December levels at $3.12 due to lower gasoline demand and slightly higher oil prices. The Energy Information Administration highlights that over half of the pump price comes from crude oil, with gas prices influenced by oil demand and production targets, which are set by major oil producers like the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies. In January, gasoline inventories reached a one-year high, indicating subdued demand, especially during the slow winter season, which are usually affected by snowstorms and cold weather. Gasoline prices also reflect state and federal gas taxes, contributing to the overall cost of filling up. California, with the highest gas tax, adds 51 cents per gallon, while Alaska only charges 9 cents per gallon. Moreover, gas prices serve as a barometer for consumer sentiment about the economy. It plays a role in elections and contributes to the broader inflation narrative, prompting the Federal Reserve's recent interest rate hike campaign. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this? How much does gas cost in your area? Please let me know in the comment section below. But there's some big news in Georgia. House Republican leaders in the state of Georgia have rolled out a tax cut package last week, aimed at parents and homeowners specifically, but also benefiting all taxpayers. State House Speaker John Burns told reporters during a news conference at the state capitol, taken together, these bills will provide significant tax relief for Georgia taxpayers and continue to boost the economy. The four-bill package includes legislation increasing Georgia's child tax credit from $3,000 to $4,000, doubling the state's homestead tax exemption from $2,000 to $4,000, and removing the cap on Georgia's rainy day budget reserves. State House Speaker Burns also lent his support to Governor Brian Kemp's proposal to accelerate the state income tax cut that took effect this year, which would roll back the income tax rate from 5.49% to 5.39%. GOP Representative Matt Reeves, who will sponsor the homestead tax exemption bill, pointed to high mortgage rates as a reason to give Georgia homeowners additional tax relief. He said, "We want to lessen the financial burden for Georgians to purchase a home. This sends a message to current homeowners and young people in their 20s and 30s. The state's reserves have long been capped at 15% of the previous fiscal year's tax revenue." Representative Shaw Blackmon, chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, said removing the cap would help protect Georgia from future economic slowdowns. Burns stated that the new package of bills would come in addition to the $5 billion in tax relief that the Governor and General Assembly have provided during the last 4 years. Also, Governor Kathy Hochul and New York City Mayor Eric Adams have recently approved extra aid. Officials say the New York State Emergency Rental Assistance Program has started distributing nearly $95 million to cover rental arrears for nearly 15,000 New York City Housing Authority residents. This milestone was achieved within the first 6 months after this funding was passed in the fiscal year 2024 budget. The $95 million for the New York City Housing Authority tenants is part of the more than $350 million investment in public housing and Section 8 residents, which are secured by Governor Hochul and the state legislature. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter this week's giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.